Stone Sage, how we all doing today? Join me for a bong and one of my stories about my life. Back in the early 70s, I had a VW Bug. Loved my Bug. Um, but anyway, I used to carry around pot with me and bongs and stuff. Well, earlier I picked up one of these steel, I guess aluminum, I'm not sure what it was, metal file cabinet boxes, like 10 inches by 5 inches or something. It was a small little thing, but I'd drive around with that in the back of my Bug. You'd lift up the back seat, and you had your battery in this other empty compartment, and it fit right in there. So I'd keep my weed and bongs and pipes and stuff in there. So depending whose house I went to, I'd pull up my car and open up the back, and if they wanted a bag of weed, I had a little weed, and we go in, smoke. Had my little case. I'd walk in with my little case and my little steel box thing, and like nothing's happening. And yeah, that was pretty funny. I was just thinking of that as I was doing a ball. And I got an idea from a friend of mine that I bought some stuff from. He had a suitcase, one of those aluminum 1960s suitcases, and me and a friend were doing labor work. We were had the sewer up, and we were cleaning out sewers for this development. And we're in there and have my head out, and I'm just kind of grabbing some air and seeing what's going on. And I see one of my friends from school drive by, and I said, "Oh man, he's got good shit all the time." So we flagged him down since there was no air conditioning in cars back then, and he heard us and he turned around and we got out and said, "Hey man, what's going on?" And we're having a little conversation in the middle of the street here. I mean, there's nobody around there at this point. And I said, "You got anything good?" He says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So he opens up his car and he pulls out this little James Bond aluminum suitcase, and he had it. It was filled with shit. He had pills. He had speed. He had mescaline. I bought mescaline from him. He was good shit. And he had pots and he had papers. He had everything you needed. It was like a little vendor, and it was cool. But I remember going, "So yeah, we'll take this and this and this," and he got it, gave it to us, and he said, "See you later." And me and my friend ended up rolling a joint and got back down in the sewers, and we had a good old afternoon. Yeah, I remember my aluminum little steel thing. No, it was really cool. I remember I was really into coin collecting, and you'd have tubes to keep your coins in, different size, like 50 cents worth of pennies, dimes, nickels, and quarters. They were great for keeping coins, but they're even better for keeping pot in. And I remember I had a whole collection. I had a little one of those little label things, and I'd get a pot and I'd put a little bit in a vial and put a little initials on it to remember, so I could remember what I had. And I remember I had 10, 15 vials of different kinds of pots in there, so we could, I could mix it all up at one time, and it was really cool. So we'd have, Colombian, Jamaican, Mexican, Acapulco, all kinds of different pots at one time in a joint or doing bongs. Yeah, it was fun taking around my little box there. Alrighty, peace out.